Welcome back to PMU PH Talladega. And today we're gonna be spawning for all cars. Not it's absolutely gonna be doing. This is at once, and probably I'm inside of a private server currently. But still, before I'm just gonna be going to the public server, let's just gonna be talking all cars. We have everything we just absolutely said, and all the way down into the bottom is the soft body as the vehicle, like less lag as well. Before this isn't gonna be looking of many more of these vehicles, but probably there must be Lego cars and Indy cars. Probably there must be one Game Pass vehicle as well. There's no many more vehicles we probably wanted to do. If before that, despite seeing this of many more vehicles to go, the last couple of vehicles is the truck itself. Now the first, let's just start with the Ford Super Championship, about for a turbo concept vehicle, and because looks like, and right onto the under the hood or under the back, this is some kind of a little bit for some kind of tricky like these things as well, and because it looks like there must be some kind of for the rear diffuser about here. This is no diffuser about here. It's just a breath force of that wing. And probably this should be reducing the aerodynamics, probably re-increasing a little bit. This is absolutely for a stock car racing. And another one is a truck, the brand new truck about for this thing. This is absolutely for a camping tour series or a craftsman truck as well. And next is the realistic things, such as the 2019 and 2020 regulations about for this thing. And look at the diffuser, probably it's pretty terrible as well. And despite seeing this wing is absolutely pretty terrible, but visible to can see to someone's driver at the back. Now probably this isn't gonna be tried to make things all over to itself, and contains damages with some kind of vehicles as well. So we have only one conclusion. We have some kind of, you can change schemes about for this randomly. The next one is the old car from the 1990s. If it changed some kind of vehicles from Chevrolet to Toyota, this is a little bit more like terrifying like this one, Chevy Lumina. So if because of this only like these things, probably are just spawning for this a very first time. This is the Cup car as well. And this is perhaps is absolutely 2021 edition or 2020 edition, and probably this is absolutely going to be using for some kind of this only one thing. Next is the weight shift aero derbies. It's probably the number 34, some kind of damaged vehicle into our changes. Looks like the weight shift arrows is absolutely losing for top speeds and drafts that can contains and prevent bump drafting from other kinds of these things. And next one is the death vehicle of 235 miles per hour to 250 miles per hour. So I suggest I'm just gonna be deleting this one. So this is the stock vehicle perhaps, and looks like it's absolutely all the top speed of its 206 miles per hour, and probably it's never gonna be flips a lot around here. So this is the crazy ARCA vehicle as well. So currently it's about Chevrolet or Toyota. Probably it's not gonna be to do so, but what about many manufacturers about for this one? So I want two more. So looks like this should be going to be changing a little bit for just Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota. Despite that, I just going to be currently delete this car. Probably that wasn't going to be going around here. Touch grass, and probably this isn't going to be using for such as vehicle or recommendation to Joy Logano. This vehicle is going to be using for overfloat, and probably it's absolutely the same as 2019 regulations. And another one is weight shift arrows derbies as for some kind of a Camping World Truck Series or a Craftsman Truck Series as well. That doesn't gonna be revealed as well. And if I just respawn this vehicle, it reveals it. Toyota Tundra, Ford F-150, and the Silverado. Now probably we're going to be using for the new ARCA vehicle, because probably I like it. And unfortunately that we didn't meant to be saying for about like this one, and it's got to be a little bit of more times as well. And like I say, it's going to be almost everything as well. The next one is Weight Shift Aero Derby's Xfinity vehicle. It's perhaps switching other kinds of cars, Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet. Now let's just spawn for anything but itself, Weight Shift Aero Derbies, but Car of Tomorrow. This is perhaps is going to be extremely legal street racer. It's absolutely that can switch at everything as well. So another one is the Car of Tomorrow Aerobrine. And I don't really like it for just a little bit for this one. And it's got to be hurt for too much. The Car of Tomorrow is absolutely the standard one. And perhaps that doesn't going to be changing schemes when I just change the vehicle. And this is the race version of the vehicle as well. And then the next one is the Generation 4 vehicles that doesn't reveal. And the next one is the 1987 or the 88s. Probably this isn't going to be going to make things a little bit for many like these ones. Next one is the 98 vehicle. I'm stuck around here. And stuck again. Let's just delete the vehicle. And before that is absolutely the 1998 car or the vehicle. Probably that must be the early 90s vehicle. And I'll never be able to be sure that is some kind of an early Generation 4 vehicles. But probably for the last Xfinity series. Now next thing is Weight Shift Aero Derbies Generation 4. And perhaps you cannot able to change some kind of schemes as many much. As looks like that doesn't gonna be feeling a little bit very bad as well. And next one, Xfinity flips a lot now. But probably this car is absolutely feeling a little bit good. But be careful about with this vehicle because it's terrifying and about to drive about with this vehicle. And it's extremely dangerous. But you cannot able to drive like this one. And because what is next? After a few minutes it's gonna be feeling a little bit waiting and about for these things this way. So the Shift Aero Derbies as a semi-truck as well. So let's do for the 1987 or the 88 vehicle. You cannot able to change some schemes. It's currently a Ford Thunderbird. And it's perhaps that I just gonna be doing for faster vehicles as well. The 1987 stock car Super Champion, as there must be no inside of the interior or the cockpit as well. So because I'm absolutely going to be inside of this, probably I'm never going to be making for such is going to be one thing. So the 1987 stock car, and this is the Generation 7. Probably I should be able to make it this video next time, because probably that I say that CP, it was a swear word, but I'm sorry for this one. And now we got the pace car, and it requires for Game Pass. This car is called for a Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. The Hennessy Camaro isn't that I just gonna be choose from, because I suggest I'm just gonna be remove this car all the way. And looks like we got an Indy car ourselves. We got ourselves and for a vehicle, the Guin Gagné, and probably is absolutely for the IndyCar himself. And probably we got only one vehicle we have left. And finally, the dragster vehicle that cannot change any schemes that they never wanted as well. It's fast for over 130 to 130 miles per hour. Now I can't wait. That doesn't gonna be feeling a little bit for many more of these cells again. And the next one is the Lego car, and perhaps this is absolutely gonna be contained for so much damage of the server. If I jump in, this car is visible. I think this is perhaps that they should be able to drive around here. If it is gonna be collidable to this car, probably that contains extremely lag and hurts the server so much. And another Lego car is gonna be the last leg. So probably this is recommended to use this for races, and probably it's gonna be very not. And one last thing to do is the soft bodies. Now let's just gonna be checking out the truck, which is the soft body itself for Toyota Tundra. You can actually reset the damage as well. If I'm just gonna be spawning so many cars, the Generation 7 soft body, which can change a lot more times from Mustang, Camaro, and Camry, or some kind of Camry, as pretty possible as well. The 1970s or some kind of the 1987 is probably the soft body for the 1987 vehicle. That must be the Chevy Lumina vehicle as well, not the Monte Carlo as well. So the Canyon car is the soft body as well, and it used this for war and against using the Canyon and destroying a little bit of things, because this is some kind of cheating, as pretty a little bit for as anyways. And the last one, but one last at least, 248 miles per hour soft body as well, the Pontiac Grand Prix, or some kind of little bit of these things as well, some kind of strip weathers. And I likely absolutely to say, and that is all the cars we have to do what we said about for this one. So if before that reset for the damage, I just literally respawn the car as well. Now this is the 248 mile per hour soft body, and because looks like it acts like a BMG as well. So if you like for today's video of all cars throughout that I say, leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And don't forget that this game is going to be linked in the description down below. It's not Brazil Pains anyways. It's United States, home sweet Alabama. Thanks for watching and for all your support. That Witcher will be Triple Concept is going to be signing off. And I'm going to be see you perfect viewers, and including Mini Lads and NASCAR Geeks all later. But next time I'm going for a public server for this time.